In this video, I'm going to reveal a secret. It's a secret strategy that we have been using for years that a lot of people overlook. Now, we use this strategy in two ways. One, when we see a brand is having a sales slump, we use this strategy. When we see a brand when they have a lot of seasonality, and let's say, for example, great times are coming into Q1 as I make this video. A lot of brand sales massively decline from Q4 to Q1. We use these strategies. So I'm going to reveal two strategies that we use to radically change sales in a short period of time. Now, these are only two of four. I'm actually going to be revealing to you the strategies that I'll be releasing in a webinar that's coming up around how to eradicate a sales slump for your e-commerce brand. By the way, my name is Ray. I'm a partner at Right Hook Digital. And on this channel, I reveal the secrets we use to scale brands. So with no further ado, let me tell you about the sales strategies we use to help eradicate the sales slump. Now, I am showing you just two of the five. So if you want the rest of the five, make sure you comment below and let me know, and I will send you the webinar when we release it in the next couple of weeks. So if you don't know what a sales slump is any time period that is significantly less than it was previously, right? A sales slump. Now, for some brands, the sales slump could be because of seasonality in Q3 or Q2, or it could be in Q1. Just really depends on your product and your niche. For example, in Q4, this really happens because you just came through a time of just a crap ton of sales, right? And so typically you have to do something differently, or you have seasonality, and that seasonality because of your brand, and no matter what you do is coming. So for example, this happens a lot. We've had experience for people who sold products in the wedding space niche. What we know is that the end of Q3 and Q4 is just terrible for that niche because we worked with brands that do wedding bands. But then we know in Q1 through Q2 is their peak season. Why? Because a lot of people are getting engaged around New Year's. It's the new year, it's the new me. What's better than a new me than to propose to someone, right? That's the seasonality we've seen in that industry for years. Or for another brand, they sell athleisure wear, right? During cold times, people don't want to buy athleisure wear shorts, right? That's why you have to do different things, which I'll go into. All right, so what are these strategies? So I'm going to teach you two strategies of the five on how to combat a sales slump. Now, these are strategies we use on ads, strategies we use on retention because we have a retention team that does email and SMS, strategies we use on Google. I'm going to teach the strategy because the strategy informs the tactic you use on that platform, whether that's email, Google, paid social, whatever that is. Okay, so you can use these strategies to eradicate the sales slump. And I'm going to reveal the two of the five. Okay, so my promise is that if you follow along, you learn these strategies, you're going to experience a growth, okay? And these are principles, right? Principles transcend tactics and platforms, and that's why they work. All right, so strategy number one is you can combat this using the sweetest words ever spoken in marketing. And this principle has worked for thousands of years. That's why it works. And that is new. When you are struggling, every human wants something new. It is the spice of life. Variety and new is the spice of life. So what is the new strategy? It is activating the human-based desire that we all share, and that's to be curious and to want something different than we already have. That's why for hundreds of years, they've said grass is greener on the other side, right? Because all of us humans are attracted to that patch of green grass that's on the other side. So how can you use this strategy? There's a lot of ways you can use it. I'm going to give you some of my favorite ways. The first one is when you come, especially I'm making this video after Q4, but this works not only in Q4, is there's just been a lot of sales. And if you're a brand that does a lot of sales, you can't survive off sales. You have to do something new. And you can do that with new styles. This is especially if you have a good relationship with your manufacturers, you can do new styles. We have a brand, for example, where their best-selling product is a jean short, right? But their version of a new style is a different color, making it a little bit longer, a different pattern, whatever that is. So launch new styles. Can you do new colors? I mentioned that already. This is the brand we worked with for many, many years where they just come up with new colors. I don't know if you've ever Googled all the possible colors there are out there. There are tens of thousands of different types of colors. Pick some. Ask your customers, do a post-purchase review. What other colors would you want this in? There you go. Now you have new colors. Because the thing is that even though not every customer is going to buy it, you're going to have some subset of customers who will, because they like new things. They like it in different colors. I can wear different outfits. You can also do it limited edition flavors. So if you're a brand that you have flavors, supplement brand, do it in different flavors. I'm a huge fan of this for products that are consumable because there's so many different flavors you can do that it's going to appeal to someone. The great examples of this, Alpha Line does a great job of this. My Aubrey does a great job of this. Magic Spoon cereal does a good job of this. Any CPG brand launching new flavors is a great way to get attention to your brand and get people to buy again. Another favorite way that I love is do bundles. There's a lot of brands that we have where working with them, we just say, hey, to do something new, instead, let's take all the products you already have, okay, come up with a themed bundle, and then come up with a name with that bundle to make it feel new and fresh. So for example, the fluttering butterfly. Everything inside that bundle are products they already sell. But what they're doing is they're taking it, packaging it into something unique, putting a name on it so it self-identifies with the people who would actually want that. If you know who Alex Hormozy is, he talks about this in $100 million offers, putting a wrapper on that offer and then giving it for a really great deal. So another way is just taking the bundle, taking products, creating a really great bundle, putting a great name on it that identifies the end result, that identifies the person, and that's a really great way to revive your sales. Or a new limited edition product. I love limited edition things because it uses psychological behaviors and psychological positioning that people know, man, they're never going to restock it again. I better go ahead and grab it. And for you, it's really great because you're also setting the expectation, if you're a brand, that I may not restock it. This works really well. So that's strategy number one, is use new to your advantage. There's other ways besides just these, but these are ways that work because variety is the spice of life. Don't underbake and undersell the power of saying new. That's very powerful. Okay, you may not still believe me. How powerful is this new thing? Well, it is so powerful that new has literally made 8-figure brands. Do you know who Simple Modern is? Simple Modern is a company that sells a truly amazing tumbler, mugs, but you may not know this is that Simple Modern, they got to 8 figures off this one tumbler by doing insane amount of different new colors, new patterns, new deals with sports teams. It's the same freaking product, but what they're doing is they're iterating on it. Different colors, different sizes. That's what I mean, is you can become an 8-figure brand off one core product, but iterating the hell out of it for a long period of time. And that is what I want you to get is new is powerful. You can do everything I mentioned and become an 8-figure brand if you have a great product on that one product. Okay. All right. Strategy number 2. So again, I'm showing you 2 strategies of the 5. If you want all 5, let me know. Strategy number 2 is what I call the stock strategy. So when you have a sales slump, you have to use some kind of leverage to get attention. Everything we do in this world is to get attention, to get someone to buy something. So a really great strategy, if you already have someone on your list, is to get their attention with what we call the stock strategy. So what is the stock strategy? It simply uses restocks and stocking updates to increase urgency. What do I mean by that? The first one is make a big deal out of restocks. Now, this is where people go wrong, is anytime you buy more stock, let your customers know. Even if you weren't even running out of that stock, let people know, hey, this was just restocked. It's just using, again, to draw attention for them that, hey, we just restocked this. So what that tells them is that, oh crap, they restocked it. I haven't even thought about it. But now that I think about it, a lot of people must be buying this. You know what? I actually was interested in that product. Let me go ahead and buy it. Restocks are freaking powerful. All of these brands are brands that we work with that just simply letting people know when it's restocked gives you a bump in sales. Other strategy, using that restock is, this is an example, we restock it, we do resends, but what's beautiful here is even though this is a product that we already had in stock, like I said, it draws attention back to the brand because everything's about attention, brings the attention back to the brand and that product. Another great example is stock is running low. Again, you don't have to actually run out of stock, but the fact that your stock is getting lower, tell your consumers that stock is running low. That adds urgency, adds FOMO, adds scarcity, and that works really well. Okay, so those are 2 of the 5 strategies on how you can combat a sales slump. Now, I'll be releasing a webinar in the next few weeks on all 5 strategies we use to scale brands. If you want that, make sure you add a comment on this video here on YouTube, and I will make sure you get access to that exclusive webinar. We're going to train brands how we scale brands outside of a sales slump period. All right, make sure you subscribe, hit that bell, and I'll see you on the next one.